Shadim Shari, it is Monday, December 16, 2024. Hard to believe that we are 8 days away from Christmas Eve. Wow, we are rushing to the end of the year. Frightening, right? Let's start out with BTC. Hit the all-time high last night. This is, of course, Bitcoin future. And as far as the fib extension, as you can see, the white line is getting close. Yeah, if you want to trim IBIT equivalent, maybe 108, or hold on for the white ride. Okay, but if you haven't trimmed on this move, and I did trim a little bit at the 102 up there, 102.5. Of course, then I bought the real Bitcoin at 92.5 on the last dip into 92.5. And as far as IBIT, cover calls, right? Real quick, let's jump into IBIT. I have cover calls expiring this Friday. I sold it up there. At 63. I will reload, okay, for sure. Where, I don't know, most likely higher, but when I sold that cover calls, I believe 2 weeks ago, back then IBIT only had monthly option. As of right now, IBIT option is weekly now, right? Okay. For those that don't know, when it comes down to having weekly or monthly, it is not about the size of the company. It is about how active. Okay, the option market is will adjust to the demand. That's the best way I can put it. That's why when you come down to, like, say, the SPY, the QQQ, the gold, TLT, because the demand are so great for those assets, you have Wednesday expiration as well. Okay, so it's not even the SPY have, I believe, almost daily. You know, it's crazy. It's not twice a week anymore. It's, I believe, for the SPY, it is like 3 times a week. I haven't traded option on SPYs much to pay attention, but at the end of the day, it's about the demand. Okay, so for IBIT, for example, let's say trade, you got weekly, so I got the 20th expiring, which there is a very little chance that I had to be concerned that my share will be called away at 63, right? It's decayed down to 25 cents, doesn't matter. Let's go out to next week. Look at that. The 63 is fetching 75 cents. Okay. I might still sell up there. Definitely no higher than 65, okay? If I sell 60, if I can get 50 cents for a cover call at 65 going out into December 27, I'm not gonna cry if IBIT jump up. For IBIT to get to 65, you're talking, gosh, Bitcoin would need to jump more than 10% from here. Wow, that's crazy to say, but hey, when it comes down to Bitcoin, I just follow the chart, okay? I follow the chart. So back to BTC. So for now, 108-ish, and then of course the full fib extension is up there. And I you know, once we get up there, we'll see. If once we reach 110, roughly 110, all right, and see how it behave, then we can decide what to do as far as redrawing the fib, change the fib to whatever. But for now, 110 is a target. Now, if you want to be greedy and not trim there, perhaps trim at the 110 instead of 108. Okay, that's your option. All right, let's move on to Ethereum. As mentioned, I decided to, I was debating on where to trim, right? I mentioned about this reference here, like 3,900, and then of course 4,000, and then over the past couple of weeks I said the heck with it, I'm not selling. If anything, I would buy, and I think breaking all-time high on Ethereum is in the card, right? So just be patient. Now, for the gambler out there, MicroStrategy is going to be added to, I believe, the QQQ. That's going to be crazy, all right? So already pre-market is popping into potentially testing Reflow here. When this gap up happened after election, I saw a bunch of put spread at the gap fill. Okay, I saw a lot of put spread 275 to below. I saw literally 4 weeks out, and not a bad trade, but those are that option is no longer viable because there's no more juice. I was able to get 70 cents, 60 cents. I was able to get anywhere from 30 cents to 70 cents going out 4 weeks, and it's gone now. There's no way you're gonna get anywhere worth selling down there. Okay, so for MicroStrategy, I would say if you want to play the put spread game, you're gonna have to do say 325. So let's go out to December 27. Is there anything there to do? 325. Is it worth doing? I would say yes. Okay. There you go. A 325, 320 spread, you get roughly 50 cents. That's not bad. Okay, that's within my realm of attractiveness that I like. I like to see a 10% credit on the gap. For those that don't understand what that means, you have a $5 gap, right? 325, 320, that's a $5 gap, and I'm getting 50 cents. So that's roughly 10% of the gap, right? So ideally, I like to get more, but anything from 10% to 20% is very attractive. I do sell put spread that is less than 10% as well. Sometimes I feel the needed extra protection to sell something lower. That happened, but for me, 325, if you have the stomach to take that kind of risk, okay, you can do it. Would I do it going out to, so January, let's say January, the same spread. This time it is, let's see, 65 cents, give or take, okay? Give or take, depending on how the market open. Of course, it will change because MicroStrategy is popping $30 in pre-market. But as you can see, you're going out one more week, the spread go from 50 cents to 65 cents, okay, as far as the credit. But that's what I would do. So I will look to sell that kind of spread for the next few weeks, and feel okay about it. Now, if that premium is squeezed down, and it will get squeezed down, that credit, because of how strong strategy, then be patient. If you want to wait until the first thing you should do is not go out there. The first thing I would not do is go out there and trying to get a spread order execute at the open when there's a strong pop. Okay, be patient. Wait for it to retrace a little bit. If needed, wait a day or two. But to me, that is the spot, okay? 325. The 275 spot is no longer viable, not right now. Maybe who knows when, okay? Most gap will be filled. And there will be time when that will happen, right? So just be careful. It's not for the squeamish, all right? So just a warning. I'm not telling people to do anything. I'm just doing what I can, the kind of risk I can take, right? All right, let's move on. Let's talk about quantum, okay? The buzz on quantum computing have happened. And if you want to play it safe, okay, this is a no-brainer. If you want to play it safe, the two names that you should look to buy the dip is Google and IBM. Keep that in mind. If you want the best strategy, in my opinion, to approach the new fever in technology, quantum computing, is to have a barbell approach. On one end of the barbell, you have the Google, the IBM. And then on the other end of the barbell is an ultra high risk, no revenue quantum player that could be the next big winner. And most of them are into somewhat, I'm trying to find a right word to describe them, cybersecurity related, cryptography kind of thing. You should go on YouTube and Google up quantum computing to see. There's a lot of videos out there to talk about it, but to me, that's the best thing to do is have a barbell approach with the big name, the safety, the Google, the IBM, and then have a basket of high risk, potentially massive reward player. So let's take a look at somebody in the chat group bring in this name. And if you're looking at the Google News last week, many of these names are mentioned in various reports. Okay, so it's not unknown, and all of these companies have been around for 3 years or more. So quantum computing is maybe more known right now, but all of these companies have existed for 3 years or longer, right? So keep that in mind. First up is IONQ. What I would do is just go through the slew of these stock name and see. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to chase here, right? It's super hard. You're talking about companies that have been losing money forever. I wouldn't chase it, okay? I wouldn't chase it, but where can we look to buy, right? Let's take a look at, let's see if we can make sense of, you can take your pick as far as where to start the fib, but it's clear that the bottom is somewhere here, right? In this level, since it hit the bottom and bounced around. So let's go with the low. Why not? Okay, let's do a fib to see where the retracement can be. 38.45, there you go. All right, so if you draw the fib, then potentially the area of support. Next one, if it can't hold to this, if you want to buy the dip, maybe 26-ish, right? The 50 MA is confluence. There's a confluence between the 50 MA and the 50 fib at 22.33. That would be a no-brainer. I like that. To me, that's a good spot right there for IONQ, because it is an area of consolidation, the next level, right? It bossed up hang there for a day or two, and then bounce up again. So that could be the spot, right? For me, I'm saying it's a spot for me. Is there any option? Yes, there is. Okay, Gen 3. As you can see, this one have no option before. See, once interest pick up on a stock, the option maker, the market maker, the CBOE, will be more than happy to throw out option play for people, so they can make money on the fees. Okay, so it's all about supplies and demand. Yeah, I like this right here. Okay, option going out to January 3rd. Very juicy, very juicy. Okay, so until it start trading, I don't know what the premium is gonna be, but I like the fact that there is premium at the 27.5, 26. Okay, that's potentially could be the area, but until it start trading, I don't know what can exist. Okay, for sure 26 and below, right? To me, it's too risky to do 27.5, but 26 and below, and if there's any juice on 22 going out into mid-January or later, yeah, I do that. So that's IONQ. Next up, QBTS. Yeah, this, okay, it's super hard to chase this thing. There's no way. Okay, there is absolutely no way I would recommend anyone to chase any of this. Okay, I like, once again, there's a confluence between the MA and the FIB right here. Right, so if you want to do buy the dip, buy the dip. Next one up, RGTI. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna bother. Okay, doing the dip. People can draw their own FIB. Learn to do it. As you can see, all they do is lose money. These are worse than small biotech because, you know, they don't have revenue. Okay. QUBT, same thing here. I'm sure if you run the FIB down there, that gap fill, yeah, I like that gap fill. Okay, so put it on alert. Yeah, if it come down there, then I know that you know, I will put in an order to buy a little bit. Hey, at 3 something, is it wrong to buy 100 shares? No. Down there, yeah. Roll the dice. Now this is the most attractive one TA wise. I'm not saying it is the one best company to survive. I'm just saying TA wise, it is the best of the bunch. Why? It's at support here. Okay? It's at support here. So, out of all of them, TA wise, it is at support. Now, if you want to do the FIB retracement, let's see. Right? If this fail, no doubt, 21.5, 21.4-ish, right? And then the 20 MA confluence with the 50 FIB is a nice spot to buy, right? So this one here, to me, there's a spot to buy near where it is right now. I wouldn't be chasing it. All right, that is their options. And the answer is there is very little options, monthly options. But depending on how things pick up, there could be weekly option introduced, right? So for now, it's nothing to do here with option. But if I was to buy anything, I would buy the entire 5 in a basket, because who knows which one will survive. But TA wise, I do believe ARQQ is the best one of the bunch, because it is at support. I wouldn't be chasing it on green here. They're all going to be popping, okay? So they're very volatile, as you can see. Big 10% swing on any given day in the past 2 weeks. Big 10% swing. So there's no need to chase it. You put it in order. I say put it in order at 23, 22.5 if you want, or even 21.5, okay? Just for a few share. You never know. It can trigger in on any crazy day. So 21.5, that's what I would do. I would throw in an order at 21.5, and then a bigger one down at 18 for sure. Big one. But at least if it happened 21.5, get my foot in the door there. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Later.